They are imaginative. And I say that because when I come to them with an idea for improving what we're doing today, they think through that idea and sometimes come up with new solutions. Hello, my name is Lisa Leach, and I work with PMC. Over the past 4 years, we have been working with a care management department in which we've been able to utilize the Persivia CareSpace platform. I'm a direct user of the platform, and I lead a group of individuals in which they are daily users of Persivia as a solution to help us document our patient experiences that we can record and send in for billing purposes. Persivia has been super helpful for us. We had started our project in a way that was not very efficient for us. We had challenges with sharing information in a HIPAA compliant fashion. And so once we started working with Persivia, we've been able to communicate across team members, between practices. With PMC, we have over 80 primary care practices that we work with. And so this gives us a great space in which we can share information, not only what we're able to accomplish, but if a need is generated. And that's one of the great things Persivia has been able to provide for us, is we have capabilities to alert other users if a patient has a need. For example, if they need something specialized like a dietary consult, we can put in a referral for that dietitian to pick up and respond to that, and also to close that loop where the other person who generated the referral can see the information of how a patient's needs were met. I would say some of the great qualities I've experienced with Persivia is they're very responsive, and not only are they responsive with emails, but also I get attention from a live account manager, which can be a truly big blessing when you get tired of trying to go through prompt phone calls and customer services. So Persivia, with their direct individuals that are really invested in you as a customer, I think helps us to see great outcomes and at a quicker pace. One of the things as a director over a group of employees that I've really appreciated about having Persivia, comparing it to before we had Persivia, is I can run some trend lines. I can run trend lines on different things that we're trying to target. So for example, if I'm doing particular activity for a health plan, I can drill down to data at the level of the payer, or if I want to look at productivity for staff, I can look at a staff level and how they're doing throughout the year, but I can look at it retrospectively, comparing it to previous years as well. So that's certainly been very helpful for me in my role of leading a team. But even talking at the individual level for our users who are doing that patient interaction, it's a very simple, user-friendly approach to having a form that Persivia has built for us specific to care management, where they can go in and it has all of the appropriate billing codes, so they're not having to sort through a bunch of miscellaneous billing codes. Furthermore, on that form, it allows them to interact with the form and pull up the ICD-10 codes. So there's databases built into these forms, so it really makes it user-friendly and makes them more efficient, so they can move through their job in a quicker fashion, so they can work with more patients ultimately. I would say some of the other things that I had mentioned is really Persivia being that base to allow for team collaboration. So I think as the healthcare market continues to evolve, one of the things that we're doing, I think, across the spectrum is trying to involve more of a team approach. So if different things are needed for a patient, instead of being siloed, Persivia allowed us to do that, where we are conversing with one another. I had mentioned through like the referral process, but not only in that way, but even on a patient's screen, You can see where there's different contexts from different individuals. So it allows you to be aware of the presence of another healthcare professional and kind of their journey with that patient, so you can work together and collaboratively to help patients. And comparing it to where we came prior to this, it was an extreme jump ahead for us. So we are tracking over the last 2 years quite an increase in productivity. I think between 2022 and 2023, we're over a 20% growth. And so that's really exciting, and I'm super excited to see what we do here in 2024, because we're already tracking and trending for even greater growth just in productivity and efficiency, which means we are helping more patients. The top 3 things that come to my mind when I think of Persivia are great communication, they are imaginative, and I say that because when I come to them with an idea for improving what we're doing today, they think through that idea and sometimes come up with new solutions. And I would say a third thing that I love about Persivia is that they're very dependable and consistent. So when we're going to have a meeting, they're there. They have great follow through on their communication, so I know when the next release is coming up, and all those things are super important to our day-to-day.